Attention getters, my name is Maurice Cooper, and in this presentation, I'm going to be giving my input on cultural values and the cultural values of the United States to be specific. First of all, what is cultural value? Well, my definition of cultural value is principles or things that people find unique and important within a specific culture. Well, in the United States, people value freedom, people value equality, people value diversity, and people value that privacy within America, and that what makes America very unique. Now, why are all these cultural values so important to an individual? Well, it helps people live in a very broad and open-minded society. It helps us see things differently. It helps us get out of the box. It helps us respect other people's views. It helps us respect other people's opinion. Now, our cultural values flow through our cultural norms. What am I trying to say? Well, in every culture, we have a set of rules and expectation of behavior that we expect outsider when they come into our culture to respect. Yes, we expect people when they come into a specific culture to do things that are being done within our culture. You cannot go outside of your norms to do things that are not within our norms because people might find it weird. People might find it disrespectful. You cannot do certain things within a specific culture, within within that specific culture. Now, people look at cultural values as a gravitational field that pulls individuals toward compliance with the national norms to a certain degree that other culture might look at differently. Like I was saying, you cannot go to other culture and do things that are not within the norms of that culture. People might find that disrespectful. And so going further into this presentation, I'm going to be giving you more in-depth details on what makes all these cultural values so important. Now, first, in the United States, one of my favorite cultural values of the United States is individuality. Individuality. It's a broad cultural value. People can see once you come to America. It might be your first 2 3 months. Once you get your way into the actual world of the United States, you start to understand that people is very individual minded when it comes to the United States. People wants to do things on their own, and these things I've been learning from a very early ages. Like when you growing up, like you can see that kids are 17, kids are like 16, 17, living on their own, and I'm not saying that's bad, but in my culture, it's kind of different. Like we still live with our parents when we like 18, when we like 16, when we up to like 29. People still live with their parents. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that's just within our culture. And I'm not knocking anybody who's doing that outside of the culture. That is just within that culture, and I respect that. Um, another cultural value is that this seek self success. Americans want all the reward to be given to them for the success. They don't let hands out. Just like to be crowned, like you got this, young. You work toward this, and that is very unique. I respect that about American culture. Like functional sociologist Taco Person said he noted that Americans share common values of work ethic, and which encourage hard work and accomplishments which aligns with individuality. Because within American culture, you can see that people, like I was saying, and people are always uh, working towards and trying to accomplish something for themselves. That is very important. You cannot go out. There's not. a lot of country outside of the United States that does that, and that's why I respect about American culture. And some of the norms of the American culture is that, so like, you cannot go to a restaurant, right, and try to get a food, or you can stand in line, and when you get a food, you cannot stand, you cannot sit right next to somebody when there's a lot of chairs outside. That is not within the norms of that culture. Like I was saying, cultural value and norms. You cannot sit next to somebody when there's a whole lot of chairs within that room. People might find it weird, or people might even find it as disrespectful, because that is not within the norms of that culture. And in order to survive in a society, we have a collection of rules and norms that are based largely on our cultural value that we have to live by. Given these nature and dynamics of cultural values, we can see that they are embedded in our daily routine. And most of the time, some of these values can be conceptualized, but it all narrows down to how we live our daily life, how we see things, how we do things. Like sociologist Robert Kiel Burton said, he suggested that the most important values in American society is wealth and success. It is wealth and success, but the opportunity. Everybody wants to be rich. There's a lot of opportunity, but there's a lot of opportunity, but there's not a lot of equal opportunity. Yes, like the country is kind of divided. Like you can work your way up, but you need an equal success to work your way up. Um, um, with all these information that I've given, I hope you guys were able to take them in and understand what cultural value is. Um, as a leader says, I'm working over pride, and I'm working out knowing that I gave some knowledge to you guys that you will be able to spread them. And it was all thanks to you guys for giving me the chance. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.